Dang it. I should have got it before I set my buns down. I need to calm down. My doggone stomach is like, my people, we're about to get into this reading. I'm trying to stay love it light. I'm trying to stay high vibrational. Y'all, this week has really took me by the top of these dreads and swung me around like that lady from Matilda. Like that, like Mrs. whatever the hell her name is, y'all, from Matilda. It swung me around, girl, up and down. Whew. So I'm trying to remain positive. I'm trying to remain positive because I've been on one all week. I'm not going to hold you though. Virgo's reading, when it posts, if you got that Virgo placement, head on over there, sister or brother. Listen, somebody got a mama that ain't shit, just point blank, period. If that's not a mama, that's a sister, that's a cousin. And if it is, who the hell needs enemies when you have people around you like that? Like, what? Crazy. It was bizarre. I had to go ahead and get out of the reading, get out of the energy before I get to cussing because it was about to get real, 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 real over there. So, oh girl, it was about to get real. So I just got out of there. Let me know if y'all need me to spin on y'all. I left the comments on in the for the reading. It's gonna post at midnight tonight. My apologies for being late. But let me get the sage. Cause then I'm gonna get into it. Not the sage, the Paulo. 1 second. I thought I had it. Girl. Mm-mm-mm. They just not nothing. And whoever it is over there, they're going through something too. Whoever the person is you're at odds with, or a person at odds with, they're going through something. But they don't view it as like they don't look at it from a spiritual perspective. They look at it like they're needing someone to blame. You know, they're needing someone to put the blame on, and they're blaming you or they're blaming your person instead of just looking at it like the divine has interfered for a reason. They ain't looking at it like that because they have not grown. They're not grown. So they're not mature spiritually. You know, they may be a grown ass woman or a grown ass man, but spiritually they're not mature. It's just, girl, I had to get on out the energy, sister. It was too much. But all right, so we're gonna hop straight on into it. The reading that I did for my members last night or yesterday, that energy is still lingering around. And the energy is of like if it's not a mom, it is definitely someone who is scorned. I don't feel as though like you either pay attention to them, pay attention to the fact that they have this much animosity still towards you. So we're about to hop into it and see what's going on. My left eye is getting ready to start jumping like crazy. Holy Spirit, holy ancestors, holy angels, please allow me to channel the message for the collective. Let's see. What does the collective need to know? Holy Spirit, ancestors, holy angels, please. What does the collective need to know about the hidden enemy? The hidden enemy in their energy. Oh, sister. I knew it was a mom over there. It is. Work against you instead of with you. Supposed to be working with you, work against you. Child. Whew. Hey, beautiful. Sorry for being loud. All right. What does the collective need to know? Hidden enemy. What do they need to know? Fire sign. So they could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius that you could be at odds with. They could be your hidden enemy. Yep. Pregnancy in the reverse. If this is a person that said that they were pregnant, they are not pregnant. If this is a person that you could have moved away from because you could not co-create with them, they could have been like a Debbie Downer, or they could have been a person who does not, again, in the Virgo reading, the person was not maturing spiritually. Grown ass man or woman, just not maturing spiritually. This is a person here that could have not matured spiritually. So they were not on your level spiritually. You had to leave them behind. They could be hating on you. They could very well be like sending you a lot of evil eye. What you send out goes back to you. And so it is. So if they're sending like a lot of evil eye, it's going to manifest into their own life. The only people that gossip and talk shit about other people are people who are miserable. So you will be able to pinpoint who this person is, especially if they're trying to shoot slugs from across the way and ain't shooting nothing but blanks because you ain't addressing it. You don't give a damn. Is that person. You could really tell how a person hasn't grown because of what the things that they do. Their behavior is what I'm trying to say. Yep, what I told you. They act too much in the, it's like they're too emotional. A person who has high emotion towards a situation, unresolved emotions, feeling a way still about something you did or about you in general, they're going to do this. They're going to act outside of character. But again, they're not growing either. You feel me? So a person who can still be raging war against you, it has not grown or is not growing. So that's the reason why you had to leave this person behind. But I feel as though this is somebody who is like still projecting onto you, posing as like a hidden enemy. Whether or not you guys are in the same space, I still feel as though this person keeps tabs on you. They do. Because they wouldn't show up here if they wouldn't. Not no hidden enemy reading. What's the hidden enemy energy for the collective? What I told you. Confirmation, obsession. This could be a person that is like obsessed with your energy, holding on, can't let go, clinging. They could have abandonment issues, especially if they grew up and one of the parents left the home early and just leaving them behind. They never felt complete. It was like they hold on to things. They don't know how to let things go. And it's a part of their emotions. They don't have their emotions together. They're not balanced out emotionally. So whenever they attach themselves to people, they cling to them. They don't grow. Let me explain. They cling to people, but they don't see error in their fault. So they could be a type of person that they want to point fingers at what you did wrong and what you are for as a person, but they don't want to look at themselves because they don't want to go within and do the work that they know that they need to do because they have to address the issues that they do not want to address. You feel me? So it's easy to deflect than it is to accept accountability. Now, this could be a person here that will act like they're holier than thou and they're so noble, but you get into this person's energy and you deal with them and you just don't like them as a person. And you don't like them because they have jacked up ways. Their ways is just jacked up. And you're like, damn, well, you act like you act like this to the public, but behind the scenes, you really like that? Like, hell nah. Like, I just can't get with it. And you could have just pulled away and just detached. This person here can't handle that. They can't handle you just detaching. Don't have nothing to do with you, love. It's all them. At the bottom of the deck is gift. Maybe this person here could want to gift something to you. They could have even gifted something to you around the winter time. Third party, deadline, justice. If it's not them, there's a person you gave a gift around the winter time. Someone views you as like a meddling energy. Deadline, justice, separation. Yes, yes, yes. I feel like this is somebody's child's mother or child's father. They're the meddling energy. You see this hidden enemy energy is like people that's gonna come up that doesn't accept accountability. Okay, they deflect a lot. So whatever your issue is with them, they're going to try to twist and turn it to make it look like you are the problem. Okay? So when I'm doing this reading, think about it like that. All right? Put that in the back of your head that these people here are not growing or have not grown. So they feel as though you are the problem. So you're the villain in their story. They're trying to make people see you in a negative light because you have either detached away from them and your detachment from them hurt them. And they don't want to admit that. You understand? That's why they're trying to drag you through the mud. Girl, ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody going back over there, baby. You need to stop all of that. Move on with your life. That don't make no damn sense. Acting like, you ever seen women that get clinged on to other women and act like they screwing the women? You know, you ever had people that became your friend and then when you wanted to pull away from them, they became obsessed with your energy, like trying to regain access to you, like desperate to talk to you. You know how like whenever a man is trying to plead their case with you when you out them for something that they've done, like chasing behind you, that's how this person is. That's how their energy is, like chasing behind you. You swear to God that you were laying in bed with them. It's just weird. It's just very weird. But that's what I get. My third eye. What movie was that? Lovely Bones. Yeah. Lovely Bones. The movie Lovely Bones. Do you remember when the girl, I forgot her name, Susie Salmon, like the fish, she would ride the bike and deliver the paper or something, or she would ride her bike like in like a neighborhood. I see somebody riding their bike and the person just running behind. Chasing you down. All right. The hidden enemy. Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, please. Overall energy of the hidden enemy in the collective's energy. Hidden enemy. The Nine of Pentacles. They could be a single person. Now, whomever this person is or whoever these people are, they're single. They do not have a companion in their life. They could be someone or people who are well dressed, take care of themselves publicly. Publicly, it looks like it's together. Behind the scenes, it's a mess. I'm getting the movie Clueless. It's a Fulu Monet. You know, like afar is okay, but up front it's just like ew. Something like that. The movie Clueless. Alicia Silverstone. I loved her. So someone could be bougie or like they have high standards. Could even be well off because Stacey Dash, Alicia Silverstone, and the other Brittany Murphy, them three, they were friends. So for some of you, it could be someone that you were in a friend group with. They were all well off except for Ty. Ty wasn't well off in Clueless, in the movie Clueless. Dee and Alicia Silverstone, they took on a project to make Ty an it girl, you know. And then Ty started crushing on the person who Alicia Silverstone was crushing on or wanting to be with. It was something like that. But jealousy grew in Alicia Silverstone towards Ty. Long story short, those two people ended up falling out in that movie, Clueless. So someone could carry the spirit of envy. Yeah. You see, Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. It's definitely someone that you could have worked together with at some point in time, but was juggling. You either was juggling dealing with them, or you was either juggling like financially when you were around them, or they were. Because you remember Ty didn't have it like that. She was like a hippie, you know, she was clueless. She didn't have it together. And then the other girl did. She was wealthy. Her dad was a lawyer. And she was like, I would go ahead and help Ty. Until Ty started receiving a lot of attention. And then people started thinking that Ty was cool. And then Alicia Silverstone started to get jealous and envious over Ty. Yeah, it's one of those situations. All right, let's go. The devil. Girl, who the hell is this? Look, I told you. That damn movie Clueless is going to be significant. And the reason why I'm saying that is because somebody here has like they grow obsessed with things, and they could be a person who is a freak for control. They could like to be in control of a lot of situations. They could also like people to bow down to them. Alicia Silverstone had like authority because her dad was rich. So, hey, beautiful. So this person could like people to bow down and submit to them, but it all comes from a place of insecurity because they never feel good enough. So they feel, they feel good about themselves when they have people that's beneath them, not when they have people that's winning alongside them. And it's because Four of Cups, never satisfied. What else? Hidden enemy, hidden enemies, hidden enemies. The Page of Pentacles. What else? The Five of Wands. There go that doggone competition. You see what I'm saying? I feel as though a person presents themselves as a Nine of Pentacles. That's how they present themselves to the public. But behind the scenes, they're really a page. They don't have it together like that. And that could very well be where the competition is coming from. Because who they pretend to be in front of you is not who they are behind closed doors. And that's why the animosity is hidden. And that's the reason why they're showing up in this hidden hidden enemy energy. I hope it makes sense. Because, like I said, who they are in front of you is not who they are behind the scenes. When they're in their home, they're not this confident, abundant person. They're this page. They struggling. They're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. They're trying to figure out how they go get this to do that. You understand? But in front of you, they have to put on this image like they have it all together, and they do not. And that's where a lot of the envy and the jealousy is coming from, and the competitive spirit. What else? The Three of Pentacles. What else? The hidden enemy in the collective's energy. The Page of Cups. You see, they come in as a page. All right, first of all, this is somebody here that they work together with different people. They like to collaborate. Whoever this person or these people are, they like to get a lot of people around. It's for their benefit. So let me put you up on game. They like to keep people around them who they could potentially suck from. You know, like how a mosquito suck blood. They keep a lot of people around. It could be like 4, 5, 6 people, but they all have a different avenue or something. They all have some sort of different skill or technique. And that plays out well for them. They feel as though they could use that to their advantage. It's always some sort of plot and scheme with whoever this person is. And that's the reason why at the end of the day, they do not prosper because of their ways. You should come into contact with people and be good to people because you are genuinely a good person. No strings attached. I don't want to take nothing from you. I don't want, to hinder you in any way, shape, or form. If it's anything that I could learn from you, I am willing to learn from you, sister. You could teach me something. I'm willing to learn. But this is a person here, they're not like that. This is a person that while you thinking that you could be genuine with them, they're moving strategically with you. They're trying to figure out how they can snatch something away from you. And these people like this are dangerous. So please learn not to judge a book by its cover. Because like I said, on the outside, they look like they got their life together. Go back into their house at nighttime, miserable. Miserable, beat down. What's the outcome for this person? See, the Seven of Pentacles. This is a person here that they will keep trying to invest with people. I want you to pay attention to something. You see, with the Page of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, let me know where you see the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. Something that shows us that this person is a happy person on the inside. Where's that? You seen it? Did y'all see it, Sweet Pea? Me neither. Okay, what's the devil? Clarify the devil. See, the Empress in the reverse. Now, whomever this Empress is in the reverse, they could be like a toxic parent, mother or father. Now, whoever this person is, their toxic parent could have taught them toxic ways. And they feel as though like they're not wrong for what it is that they're doing or what they have done. Because this is a person that will enable that person's behavior because they jacked up themselves. They could be the mom could have been married, got divorced. Give me Empress, energy on the Empress in the reverse. Told you. The mom got married, got divorced. By whoever this is. Who could be the father? And someone here has some Unhealed, unresolved father wounds. Yep, yep, yep. The Five of Cups. You see? And if you were to address that, or if you were to tell them about it, they would get all kind of mad, fighting mad, rushing in, wanting to prove their point, going back and forth with you. You see? Because with the High Priestess card here, that's what's hidden. They don't want you to know that about them, that they have some sort of father wound. They do. That's a girl. I'm going to say that's a girl because women, we don't do that. We understand, we grow, we move on. You see? They hide. They hide a lot about their life. You see? And they could even be out here acting as if they are spiritual or they are knowledgeable in spiritual practices. Anyone who is knowledgeable in spiritual practices knows that when you are following the divine way will not lead you astray, but it will lead you away from drama, confusion, anything that is not high vibrational. They will try to take you away from it. They will try to lead you in a different direction. Now, just because you are being led in a different direction, that does not mean that you will not be oppressed. Because the thing about people who are fighting demons, that demon on them cannot see that light around you and stand to see it. So they're going to try their hardest to block it. So they're going to try you. This could be in the energy of being a provoking spirit. They could be trying to provoke you to wrath. And if they are trying to provoke you using words, then you know one thing for sure and two things for certain. This person is for sure an enemy to you. And they for sure keep tabs on you because they don't know how to release. This little pain that they're holding on to, these unresolved emotions that they're holding on to, is what's causing them to be a stalker in your life. And the more they stalk, the more they watch, the more they become envious and full of rage because you are unfazed by them. This is a person that wants you to feel their abstinence, but you don't feel it because it doesn't matter. You understand? It's like you could be the type of person that once you detach, you detach. It is what it is. Like, I'm just done. It's over with. I ain't mad, but I'm moving on with my life. And this is a person that's not good with that. They cannot handle you detaching. They cannot handle you pulling away. It has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with what they don't want to work on, and that's their childhood wounds. That is a grown-ass man or a woman that is still operating in the energy of a child, excuse me, and has not healed yet, and do not want to take accountability for their fault. Show me the Page of Pentacles, please. The World. Some of you could be online. Something that you're doing online, it draws a lot of attention. Somebody has like whenever you're on a desktop, so you could either use Safari if you have a MacBook, or you could use Chrome if you have a Android like tablet, yeah. Someone uses Chrome because their tablet is an Android. The reason why I'm saying so is because Internet Explorer is in a circle. You know what I mean? Like a world. So that's what I see. I see that. So somebody has an Android tablet, so they could be like logging on to something from like a laptop or like some sort of desktop computer. And they could be like watching you from there. Yeah, with a jealous ass, crazy ass self. Crazy. Go find you something to do with yourself. And trying to see exactly what it is that you have going on around your home. They're trying to see if something that you're going through, whatever it is that it was supposed to happen in your life, if it's happening. Nah, boo-boo kitty, it's not. Them people still the Queen of Pentacles. Or they getting ready to become the Queen of Pentacles. And they're getting ready to come into contact with someone who wants the very same thing that they want. See? Meanwhile, this hidden enemy over here could have been trying to slow down you guys' progression and try to destroy it with the Ten of Swords. To keep you from being happy, to keep you from being publicly noticed or from being celebrated publicly. The 10th house, public image, family, the way you are viewed by people. This person has an issue with that. Again, Ty and the Alicia Silverstone girl. Alicia Silverstone started to have an issue with Ty whenever Ty started to get attention. This could be a person here that has a issue, a insecurity with other people getting attention. They don't like it. They feel insecure. Five of Swords, Five of Wands is low vibrating energy, very low vibrating energy. Very. What is this Five of Swords though? Give me more on that. And definitely playing mind games with people too. Give me more on that. Five of Swords. Clarify it. You see, the Two of Swords. Playing mind games with people because they don't want them to know the truth. You see the thing about the Two of Swords, let me call to your attention. This lady is sitting refusing to see the difference, refusing to see something from a different perspective, but sitting in their emotion. You see what I'm saying? They're very emotional. They have unhealed trauma wounds from the past. They don't know how to heal those. But it's because they don't want to do the inner work on themselves. This is a lonely person. People don't deal with whoever this is. And let me tell you why. Because the minute a person calls them out on their bullshit, they get upset. They get to start deflecting. They become argumentative. Shut the hell up and let people teach you. Be teachable because you don't know everything. Whenever you think that you know everything, you are a fool. You are foolish. You operate in the flesh, fool. And that's the reason why you cannot prosper. Because you don't know everything. Be teachable. Allow people to walk into your life and preach a word to you. Shut the hell up sometimes. And you wouldn't be operating in this low vibrational energy, hating on people who are truly standing in their power and in their calling, what God has called them to do, and what God has called and who God has called them to be. Now, let me share a word with you. I read my Bible a lot. Nobody gonna tell me nothing about reading my damn Bible and touching these tarot cards. Again, God gonna judge me. Man not gonna judge me. I get tested so many times because people want to test to see if I'm really witchy or if I'm really in my Bible. Is it a facade or is it not a facade? No, I'm in my Bible. I pray a lot because that's the way that you keep the devil away from you. You keep the enemy away by prayer. You can use spiritual tools. Yes, you can use spiritual tools, but you're going to have to keep using them. And spiritual tools become expensive. If you don't know a good prayer, you ain't running no demon off. I'm going to tell you that now. You might be able to hold them back with a little bit of spiritual tools, but they be back. And when they come back, they're coming back in a different form. They're going to come back in a different person. You think you nip this in the bud over here with this enemy over here? Hell nah. You see, you think you ran that off with that little spiritual work that you did? Hell nah. Because now you got an enemy over here. You don't even really know this person like that. But this person from way in Timbuktu, now they don't like you. What you think that spirit did? Hopped out of this person because it then weakened them down. It then weakened the vessel down in them and then latched on to this one over here. Now you got a problem with this one because that's spiritual warfare. You got to fight the spirit with the word. You don't fight the spirit with spiritual tools. Amen. So every time a person tried to check me on my faith, I clock them right back. I clock them right on back. I'm skilled for war. I am skilled for war. I know how to protect myself spiritually. I know how to defend myself from spiritual attacks, as you can see. But I pray a lot. I don't want to have to resort to using spiritual defense on you. Don't make me. People like this don't know how to leave folk alone who is skilled at war. You're not skilled at that, love. Move on with your life. Every time a person detaches from someone that is not good for them, they give them grace. So people detaching from you when they know that you're not in a place, a healed place to receive them, is them giving you grace. Okay? Because if you make them raise their hand to you to slap you down, they're going to slap you down now. Because they have to protect themselves spiritually from people like you or energies that is attached to a person like yourself that is trying to harm them. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps a person who has a lack of knowledge in the spiritual game. I hope that helps you to see things from a different perspective about people who practice and people who pray. Hell, I pray a lot because y'all be trying to make me practice and trying to send me to hell. Amen. What's this 501, child? What is this? And I'm not worrying about you trying to mock me with the word, neither. I'm not worrying about that, love. If anything, I'm glad that you're getting into your good book, because maybe you might start reading it a little bit more so you can understand what you don't just read it or throw a scripture out there just to try to compete with the other person that's doing it. Read it and comprehend what you're reading. Then I challenge you to put it in perspective in your day-to-day life. Try to walk by it. You're going to see that it's not a hard, it's not an easy walk. It's very hard. It's hard to do the right thing even when nobody looking. It's hard to remain in the spirit and the energy of integrity when people throwing dirt on your name. It's hard to. It's hard to keep your mouth shut when you got so much to say. The Lord is dealing with me with keeping my mouth shut, because I could raw a couple people out, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because that's not what I'm being called to do. I'm being called to be quiet in this season. The Lord is using me to deliver a message to those who need it. And I am not to get distracted by those who don't want to hear, or those who refuse to take the knowledge and refuse to take the wisdom and apply it to their life to be a better person. Those are fools. Let's keep going. What's this 5 of Wands, child? What is hidden enemy? See, look. Watch out for chaos spells too. Trying to create some sort of drama around you, or trying to cause people around you to not get along with you, or trying to cause you to not get along with people. Your mood could be different. I told this to my members yesterday. You could be a little edgy or a little agitated. You could be short, frustrated, not really having the patience. Go ground yourself, okay? Because this confusion spell work that they doing over here to try to send hell to your house is basically trying to make people look at you like, oh yeah, the reason why they having all this bad luck in retrograde is because they over there doing bad stuff to people. Whole time they over there practicing in retrograde. Whole time. Over there trying to practice to send you bad juju in your life, to where so you go through things to where so they could say to the public, oh, that's the reason why they going through it, because they was doing bad stuff to other people, and now it's payback. It's karma on them. Nah, love. Be still. Peace, be still. Look. For some of you, you know this person from the past. With the 6 of Cups here to the 7 of Swords, they could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or they could have an Aquarius placement, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo as well. You might know this person from your past. Could be a sibling, could be a past friend. I strongly hear friend that tries to creep back and do little sneaky stuff. And then after they do it, they go back and they watch to see if it's working, or they go back and they shoo about you. Whoever this person is here, I swear they hang around like a lot of people. They like to put themselves in like a group of people, or they like to be sociable with a lot of people. Insecure people do that. People who know their worth, stand in their power, they are solid on their own. They don't need a pack of people. They insecure. Show me something else about them. See? Heavy emphasis on a fire sign. Heavy emphasis. King of Wands. They could be masculine in certain areas. With the 4 of Swords, they could also have something going on with their health. Something is laying dormant in the body. Yep. And they could very well be a pump faker with the 6 of Wands here. They could be someone that likes to show off. They like to broadcast what they're doing, what they got, ain't got shit, ain't on shit. See? And they could be a type of person that's at a distance from you with the 3 of Wands here. But with the 7 of Swords, they try to be sneaky and creep. The thing about a person like this, when they try to be sneaky and creep, spiritual people gonna clock you every time, because it's something you leave behind. Something a spiritual person knows for certain When we start seeing your name pop up too many places, red flag. When we start seeing certain things pop up, maybe the same type of car you drive, red flag. When we start seeing you popping up in our people we may know, or on our socials, the platform keep referring you, hell no. How the hell you got here? It's no coincidence. We know for a fact your ass over here spying. We just know you here. You might as well just stop. You might as well just stop trying to act like people can't see you, or after you spy on them, you go back and block them so that they don't know that you're watching them, because they know that you're watching them. Stop doing that. You might as well just go over there and add them as a friend. You're over there so much. Crazy ass. Look. And still in this energy here with the Page of Pentacles. Still in the Page of Pentacle energy. Has not evolved yet. Has not evolved into a king or a queen. Still in the same place. You made the right decision to remove yourself from whoever this person or people are. You made the right decision. And you know that you did. This is a type of person that's going to try to make you feel as though you made a bad choice. You did not make the right decision by cutting them off. I ain't lose nothing by not dealing with you no more. If anything, my life got better. Hell no, I didn't. Baby, one thing about the cars don't lie. With that Page of Pentacles here, that money is tighter than I don't know what. No, ma'am. No. And the reason why is they do bad stuff. They have a devious spirit. I don't know how this person can't see that they operate in a dark energy. I don't know how they can't see it. What they doing with this spell work? See, the Page of Cups. They could very well be going kiss up to people and telling people that you could be attacking them spiritually. And that's the reason why they're in the position that they're in. But they're doing this because they're trying to attain what you have attained with the Ace of Pentacles here. You see? I told you, the Five of Wands. They're going telling a person or people that you are attacking them spiritually to make the person or people help them. Make the practitioner help them. To want to help them. Acting like they are innocent. Being manipulative. All because they want what you have. The Ace of Pentacles to the Five of Wands. In competition with you. You see? And with the Four of Cups energy being out here, this is a person that opportunities don't present themselves for them. I want people to understand God don't bless mess. And when I say mess, it means messy mouth. Always putting your mouth on other people. Messy household. Your household is a hot mess, but you over there causing problems in somebody else's household. God don't bless mess, love. And that's the reason why you're not being blessed. You need to tend to the business in front of you and not your neighbor's business. You're going to see yourself elevate once you start minding your own business and what's in front of you and not what's going on over here to this person's house. Nothing good fell out in any of these cards. Just nothing good. What else? Show me. They're going to a person who they feel to be skilled with doing spell work. Yep. The Fool. The Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands. All of that because you walked away from them. You see? They took a leap of faith. That's that single person. Them back here. To create some sort of obstacle. Hold you back. See? The Ten of Cups. From being happy. Trying to create some sort of illusion. Because you walked away. And they have problems in their life. A lot. And they're stressed out. Like I said, this is a person here that could be blaming you for leaving them behind. Somebody definitely has a parent. It's either the mama or the daddy. Somebody left them behind. They did not. They didn't move forward in the relationship or the commitment with the parent. Either the mama didn't stay in the household with the daddy, or the daddy didn't stay in the household with the mama. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this person has a lot of trauma because of that. They have a lot of trauma. And I don't think as like adults, we realize what it does to our children whenever mom and dad separate. That's why it's encouraged to get counseling for your kids whenever, you and their other parent separate, because you don't know what they're going through mentally. And kids, they may respond to things differently. They may start acting out, causing problems in school, or they may start wanting to smoke early, or getting into dating early, doing things like that, um because they feel as though like you don't understand, or what about them. Y'all two made a decision based on y'all, but did y'all include us as children in y'all decision? And I feel as though kids go through that a lot, and we as parents be so busy dealing with everyday life, because we have to provide, and life goes on, but we don't really pay attention to how it affects the kids. And this is just one of those situations. Now, that little problem that started off with this person being a kid, started when they were a kid, has now grown into a big problem. Now this person is overgrown adult, don't know how to release people who has released them. They become obsessed with their energy, and that's a dark spirit. Likely this is a person that has like a incubus or a succubus spirit attached to them. They like to have sex. This could be a person that likes to they cling on to comfort. So if a man or a woman make them feel good at the moment, they fall into bed with them, because they just want to feel loved, or they want some sort of closeness, because they feel so alone. They fall into bed with people quick. I'm gonna tell you that now. Very quick. But that's because they have not healed their wounds. If this is a woman, then this is a man. The daddy left the household, and it made the woman have that sex demon on them. They may have an appetite for older men. They may sleep with a lot of older men. You'd be like, God damn, that's a pawpaw. But they sleeping with them. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's the truth. If this is a woman, if this is a man, they like older women, because they like women who are like mature, motherly, that could treat them with love, nurture them, wait on them hand and feet. But they don't know how to treat one. They don't know how to do right by them. If this is a lady, this lady can't hold on to a relationship. Mm-mm. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, because release what does not serve you. But it's a bad thing whenever you move too quick. If you know what I mean. They move too quick. Yeah, they do. What else about them? See, I told you. The Four of Cups. They're just never satisfied. They feel alone. Yeah, you see? Every time they try to invest with people. Every time. And then they lie about it. They act like they're secure. But you see, with the Five of Swords, Seven of Wands, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups, that's what makes this person get in this dark energy. It's like they feel like no one cares about what they go through, or nobody cares about them like that. Whoever this hidden enemy person is. They have a lot of anger too. Pent up anger. Three of Pentacles. Clarify. See? The Knight of Pentacles. What's this Three of Pentacles? Knight of Pentacles? Hidden enemy? Yep, I knew it. Thank you. The Four of Pentacles. You see, they collaborate with a lot of people whenever money starts to get tight. When things start getting tight and drying up in their life, they get to collaborating. They get to panicking. What I mean by collaborating is, let's say me and you, I'm out at a bar, and I bump into somebody who I used to know back 10 years ago. And we're talking. Hey, beautiful. We're talking. And they have a friend with them. Me and the person that I met, that I know those 10 years, we're talking, and then all of a sudden I start asking questions to the person who they're with, like, what you do? What you do? Oh, where you from? Oh, girl, okay, y'all, we should catch up. Something like that. They love to collaborate. They love to collaborate because they always looking for a way out of a situation. It's like they do bad stuff, And then whenever they receive their karma for doing bad stuff, they try to look for different avenues to try to dominate so that they could get back up. They took a loss, but now they're looking for a way to come up. So they're going to start collaborating and getting to know all these different people so that they can figure out what it is this one doing, what is that one doing, what is this one. But moral to the story is they never officially do the work on themselves. They never sit back and sit with themselves and think, damn, I didn't have to go consult with that practitioner to do that work on this person. I could have just left them alone. I might be receiving karma for that shit. I could have just moved on with my life. But, I feel like they deserve it. I feel like they deserve to get this. Okay, and the universe feels like you deserve to be drained spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Now you over here back with this damn small ass pentacle, the page of pentacles. I mean the knight of pentacles. You're back over here at square one. Now you got to do all this work collaborating with these people just so you can 1 + 3 have 4 pentacles so you could penny pinch and hold on to. You see what I'm saying? They don't grow, my people. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is if you made a decision to remove yourself from whomever this is, you did the right thing. And the reason why I'm saying so is you see how they keep going in circles. You see how the universe has a funny way of making your ass continue to complete a cycle until you learn the lesson. This person don't understand why they're still stuck, and they're still stuck because they're keeping themselves stuck. The universe wants them to learn the lesson. They want them to get comfortable with releasing. God is taking this away from you. He's going to replace it with this, but you have to trust him. This person has weak faith. They don't have no faith. So this is a person here that doesn't feel like better is ever going to come. So they cling to what they had, even if what they had doesn't want them back. They don't know how to accept that. They don't know how to accept it as it, we weren't compatible for one another, or we outgrew each other, and that's what it is. I wish them the best. They don't know how to do that, and that's why they're stuck, love. That's why they stay stuck in life. And again, they do not want to accept accountability. This is a person that's not accepting accountability. No. Hell no. Page of Cups. See? Oh, Father in heaven. So let's talk about why they talk about y'all. And then they send other people to go watch and see what it is you're talking about or what it is that you're doing with the Page of Swords here. Yeah. You see? Look at this. This is just pathetic. Oh my. I got to hurry up and get off of here because I'm about to start cussing up a storm. Look. The Six of Pentacles. I know, sister. I'm going to bust them all the way down. You know I'm going to bust them all the way down and bust them out. The Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and the Three of Swords. You see what I'm saying? The person who they're paying to do the work for them, the person who they went over here and kissed up to, this Page of Cups. You see that Jack of Hearts, Page of Cups. They go kiss up to a person that's a practitioner to tell this person that you're taking some sort of action against them, spiritual action against them, to make this person believe that you are a horrible person, because how dare you want to hurt them, and all they did was be nice to you and look out for you. I'm going to tell you, if you are a reader that's watching me, from one reader to another reader, all money not good money. Learn to turn people money down, because people be out here lying and they be out here hurting people. And we is none exempt from karma. What goes up must come back down again. These folk be out here lying their ass off, talking about that the person hurt them, and the whole time it's them. It's the other way around. They did the foul stuff. They were the one that was moving reckless. They were the one that was jealous over a person's success. They were the one that wanted everything that the person had. And let me say this. You can be inspired by a woman or a man. But when it gets super scary, and this has happened to me buku many times, where women wanted to be my friend. You want my same job. You want my car. You want my husband. You want a man that's like my husband. You want my wig. You want my shoes. You want the food I put in my mouth. Now we eating the same way. Now we got the same purse. Oh, you gonna really like this one. We got the same bed. No, ma'am, that is not normal. And stop gaslighting people. Like it's not you're not the only one that could have XYZ. No, I never said I was the only one that could have it. What I said was you shouldn't want it because I have it. You should have your own mind. It's just point blank, period. That is dangerous. To have someone around you that cannot stand to see you thrive, want everything you got, want to take it away from you. And then wait, you got to love this one. They're going to go back and gaslight people and make people believe you didn't want to see them prosper. You were jealous of me prospering. Baby, listen, I'm humbled over here, baby. The humble don't stumble. I'm not jealous of you prospering. I don't pay attention to what you're doing. You caught my attention when you started doing everything I was doing. That's what caught my attention. Because now you on my radar because I view you as an enemy, a hidden enemy. Because a person that got their own motion, not going to want to take nothing from me. They're going to be out here handling their business. They're going to be too busy handling their business to worry about how I'm handling mine. Understand that, sisters and brothers. So when it get that scary to where they want everything you got, you better pull away, sister. You better pull away. Do you hear me? That is dangerous. That's an envious spirit. And an envious person will off you. You better know it. Or they will set little booby traps up for you to get offed. Now, nobody like to talk about that on this platform, but I'm damn sure going to talk about it because we need to bring awareness to the community. We need people to know about envious spirits. And they hide in our family and they hide in our face people who supposed to love us. Want everything that we got. Snatch the food right out your mouth. Don't be no fool now. Don't be no fool. And we don't give a damn if you're mad too. We don't care when we cut you off. Good. Tell them what you want. We don't care. You see? You see this? After they done paid for the little spell work to create some sort of illusion and cause you some sort of heartbreak, they go back and they watch. They're watching to see if this happened and manifest in your life. And then they go back and talk about it with this person. Well, you said that they were supposed to have XYZ happen. Hell no, there's a blessing coming for you, but there's stress coming for them. And look, spiritual jail. And look, why they going to spiritual jail? Look, the Eight of Pentacles for the work that they done. You can't do that. That's unjust. Person ain't raised their hand to practice against you. You should not be practicing against them. Point blank, period. Yes, evil eye is a form of witchcraft. It's actually stronger than spell work. Please stop watching who you don't like. You project on them without knowing that you're doing it because it's easy to do. It's really easy to do. You don't wish them well because you don't like them. You don't like them. So why are you over there? You should only want to be around a person that you come in peace. I watch you because I come in peace, sister. I like you. I come in, hello, how you doing? I'm going, wish you well. But for those that sit in silence and watch people and study people, that is a demonic spirit. You don't sit there and watch that person because what you plotting on them for? Because that's what you're doing. Think about your enemy, my people. Think about a person that don't like you. What they do? They stalk you. When men don't like other men and the man that don't like the other man, what is he stalking the man for? He ain't stalking him for nothing good. He wants something that man has. So he's going to stalk this man. And if that man is not careful, the one that's getting stalked, he might not be here to live to see tomorrow. Because that's how it go down. So please be wise. Don't let people like this fly under the radar. Don't be like, oh, they just hating on me. It is what it is. Hell nah. Until you start seeing everything in front of you just flash. Your life flash in front of your eyes. Then you're going to wish that you was woke. Seven of Pentacles, please. See? The Nine of Swords, like I said. and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Again, they do not learn their lesson. This person, whatever they did or trying to do against you will backfire. And that's their fate. The Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. For what they invested in, the stress is going to come onto their head. The Ace of Cups. If God had a blessing waiting for this person, they're not going to receive it now. Because this is a person that did something outside of God's order for them. We all have blessings in our life that's coming. We all do. We all do. Sometimes you are put through a test before you receive your blessing. Hear me. All right. How many times you found some money on the ground? You might have found like $100 balled up on the ground, or a man might have dropped $100 out of his pocket. That's a test from God to see if you're going to be honest and you're going to give the money back, or you're going to steal the money. You give the money back. The next day you wake up, you got a huge deposit hit your account. You passed the test, sister. Congratulations. You passed. That's your blessing right there. That was your blessing. But you see, if you operate in a conniving, rascal ass spirit, you would have took that man $100 and ran off with it. And then you would have missed this huge blessing that God has for you. You see, that's what's going on over here with this person. They're so focused on what's going on in your life, my people. They can't see that God has a blessing for them. And look, they're about to get their blessing snatched away from them, trying to steal yours. Think about a thief. Think about when a person is focused with their head over here. All right. This you and your plate. This your neighbor. Instead of your neighbor watching what's on his plate, he over here looking at what's on your plate. So then the person sitting next door to them snatches the food off of their plate. Stole it right from under their nose. So the blessing that was supposed to be for this person, basically, they're not going to receive it. But you're going to receive it. And they're going to have to watch. God prepares a table in the presence of my enemies. He anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord. This person here, they're unbalanced. They are not balanced. They're not. Chakras off. Discernment off. Full of rage. Emotionally all over the place. Can't get their life in alignment. Cannot get back into alignment. And that is the reason why they cannot be blessed. Congratulations, my people. Look at the bottom of the deck. The King of Wands, this person over here. See? And look, the Justice. The divine is going to bring order in this person's life. Be it by hook or crook. You see? This could be a person here. They want what you have. If you have a relationship, you have a loving relationship, you have people that love you, you have, people that support you, they want that. But you see, with the Nine of Wands, they're a wounded warrior. Everything always ends for them because they need to get themselves together. And definitely need to go check on them health-wise. And you want to know what the crazy part is? They talk to a person about you that don't even like them. The person that they talk to about you don't like them. Ain't that crazy? Whoop-de-doo. Well, that'll do it. All right, let's get some of these over here. No, I don't want to use these. Let's use what type of person, what they could possibly look like. Crazy self. All right, Holy Spirit. oval face. So this person could have an oval face, round face, baby face. Someone could have curly hair, or they like to wear their hair curly. It could be blonde, curly hair, or like two-tone. You know how like the top part of the hair, the top part of the hair is like kind of black and the ends are like dyed. They could have that going on. Fun colored hair, so they could have like colorful hair. Yeah, colorful hair. Asian, so there could be like an Asian person in your energy. Tattoo, so this could be a person that has like a tattoo going down the back, and they could have like a tattoo on the arm. Someone has a moon tattoo and a dream catcher. Moon tattoo, dream catcher, and damn it, what's the other tattoo? The Inca, that tattoo. They may also have like tribal decor inside of their home. And someone could have hazel eyes, hazel brown eyes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Someone could have busty chest. They could have like heavy chest area, heavy top. Australian. Sharp face. So it could be like the jawline, the chin area. Could be like, I call it an angle. A nice little sharp angle to the face. Someone could like to wear dark lipstick too. European. Exaggerated features. So they could do like exaggerated, like they could have like, you know, the over the top makeup. They might wear their makeup kind of over the top, like eyeshadow and so forth. Definitely this person here got red hair. All right, what else, Holy Spirit? Look, I told you, red hair. Someone could have red hair. And a beauty mark, they could have a beauty mark by the top part of their cheek, or they could have it around the mouth. If a person has a beauty mark around the mouth, they could be a speaker. They could be good with their words. They have the gift of gab, the gift of talking. And very young. Someone could be very young or young-minded. One more. Nicely dressed. See, I told you, someone do. They dress themselves well. On the outside, they look well put together. On the inside, they have some issues, some unresolved issues, and red hair again with braids. So maybe someone has like braids in their hair. They can be African American descent and mixed colored eyes. So someone may have colorful eyes, or like one gray eye, one blue eye, or one green eye, one blue eye, and straight hair. Or they like to wear their hair straight with highlights. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I hope this reading helped y'all. Take care of yourself. Enjoy y'all weekend. Bye, guys. Thank you for liking the live.